just looking at that cover, you could tell we're getting the World 5 units back into the story. Also, if you notice, like, Zekapane is very loved in this game. It appears on part 1 and part 4's thing. Eva is overrated, so of course it's gonna appear on more things. But oh well. There's not much you can do about Eva. Let's continue with this. Huh. Still, the Gawaiian right there is... That's gonna be interesting. The downside is I don't have any of its SSRs. So it's something basic. Okay. Well then, let's go through with it. Oh dang, all these units we get. Yeah, it's Black Selena, Grafton, some Cataphracts, Greninja, Wing Zero, Die Turn 3. Yes. Yes. And then we still get them, but still. So it looks like World 5 probably appeared on World 3, which made sense since we did World 5 stuff already. Yeah, I did all 6 initial worlds first. Then I did the story. Apparently, Other Side of the Gate is episode 32. Everyone, are you alright? Yeah, somehow. What happened to us? If what Eunice said was correct, we appear to be caught in a space-time leap. And our proof is that we are no longer in Hamatsu. What about Kaya and the others? And the Watatsumi? They aren't here. Then we were the only ones who left here. Okay, but so where is here anyways? Judging from the sky, the sun, the surrounding landscape, and the composition of the atmosphere, this isn't the Earth we know. In other words, I believe this is the Earth of a parallel world. OMG! And we are so close to being able to Watatsumi. Now, to get back to our original world. Good luck with that. We're unsure of the conditions required for a space-time leap to occur. We don't know why the last one happened either. Which means we are now in the same situation as Eunice and Heero. We do not have a way to return to our original world. Sorry, this might be all my fault. No, there's no need to apologize to us. The space-time leap I encountered in my world has no correlation to you. But all the guys left behind in Hamatsu, I'm sure they were able to meet up with the Watatsumi safely. What will happen to Asylum while they're gone? Considering Rayed knows her true identity. No, standing here thinking about it solves nothing. I need to find a way to return to my original world. For the time being, let's get a handle of our situation. If this is a parallel world to Earth, the chances are good that there's a similar civilization living here. Let's start by concealing our machines and determining who will form the lookout and investigation teams. What about him, Banjo? Now that we're all in the same boat, I'd hope he'd join us. You need to return to your world just like the rest of us do, right? That's correct. Then would you mind telling us your name? Assuming you're not actually a ghost, that is. Akito. Akito Tenkawa. I know that name. She said something, I've got a reading, something's coming our way. What is that thing? It's a dragon sprouting out of a rock. It doesn't look like it's organic. This confirms the existence of civilization in this world. A combination of mecha and flesh. It reminds you of a saucer beast. Do you think Earthlings made it? It's an interception force. I get the feeling we aren't welcome here. But just in case, we should see if they'll listen to us. Well, so much for that. This is a warning. If you value your lives, hand over your machines. He speaks Japanese? I say again, hand over your machines at once. Hold on, isn't this a little too sudden? They didn't bother to confirm our identities, but still demanded we hand over our machines. That guy's duty is to collect things he's never seen before, or he may already know of people that come from other worlds. Eh? I see. Because he didn't intend to destroy us right away, nor did he call for an immediate surrender. He wanted us to give our machines to him. Normally you would be suspicious of seeing our group of unaffiliated and weird and varied machines all gathered together. Then I believe there's a high probability that there are other people like us in this world. And in Japan as well, or at least a civilization that is similar to it. Hmm. So you will not surrender your machines. Then I will do everything in my power to take them. We only didn't flinch at a threat like that. Let's go, everyone. Alright, let's do this. Dang, these guys can barely do anything. Ah, Inaho. I remember I was happy since I use Inaho a lot, because his SSR, his second one, lowers stats that lets you move again. So Inaho will probably be one of my main crew members for a bit. I want to use Heero, but I don't have his SSR. Or at least slowly fighting through their forces. Yeah, I can't wait to use my own Inaho against them. So Inaho's like an enemy magnet right now. Zach died turn 3 or something, he's giant. Actually, now we'll focus on slowly killing the enemies. The good thing is these Heero Phantoms can't even attack from 3 range. It's like the main advantage we have right now. Yeah, it's finally attack something your own size, or to be exact, die turns technically. Yeah, aren't Heero Phantoms like? Hold up, hold up. Yeah, they're medium sized. Meanwhile, die turn 3 is 2L. Die turn 3 is huge. Is that everybody? Yeah. It's all the enemies right there. Nope. Not even worth fighting. We're probably gonna have to use Dire Turn 3 or something to actually do some actual damage. Yeah. Just I thought nothing's gonna really work against these guys. Oh, Duke fleed. So apparently, you will never have Gretnizer. You can keep that big mouth of yours shut. You will regret your actions. Then he battles Aikido. This machine seems to boast high speed, but it won't even put a scratch on my Gemma Fortress by just moving around. I don't have time to deal with you. Let's see. Yuki, Banjo battles him. Dang, even Banjo? I guess Grenadiers are the only one that can really pierce him. This machine seems to possess considerable power. Lady Himika will no doubt be pleased to receive it. Himika. So this bunch has a hierarchy of some sort. When you think about it, this is a world where... what's it called? Where Grenadier and Messenger Z have nothing to do with each other. I like that. Okay. I have a pretty good idea of what that machine of yours can do already. Huh? You've seen a Grafton before? When? Where? You think I would just tell you that, fool? There we go. Now that's some damage. Let's see what Ina Hose is. Yuki. Inko. You think you could defeat a Genma Fortress with such a feeble machine? I really hope this isn't this world's version of a Japanese person. Alright, let's see. Apparently he has lines. If Kira, if that... Sorry, scrolling through these lines is annoying. That machine. Are you one of their allies? Does he know about mobile suits? Or rather, of Gundams? Okay. Let's see which one this one is. Okay. What's called? It's too late to beg for your life. You wouldn't have listened even if I did. No, let's end that for now. We gotta do 3 spirit commands real quick. That should be... nope. Dang. Should be dead by now. Yeah, there we go. I knew I shouldn't take parallel world robots lightly. That's why I have these. It's like he's trying to wear us down rather than take us out at once. If we end up in a war of attrition with no way to resupply. 4 big key sources are heading this way. If it's reinforcements of theirs, then this could get ugly. No, it's not. I'm getting a Mart identification signal. Mart, and that means... those battleships are flying. Those ships may have my friends on them. I'm sure of it. Ironically, I think Eunice is like the one that has the most development of all. Well, what's called none. Yeah, World 5 and World 6's girls had the most development of the secondary girls, because when you think about it, they're the ones that were stranded had to actually develop their characters. Alright, so now let's use our actual crew and destroy these people. Oh yeah. Eunice, can you hear me? Respond! Meg! Eunice safe. So happy. Amalia's there too? It's not just us. It's Kimi, Yuna, Maiko, and Didarion are here too. I can't believe I led to a different world and ran to everyone right away. How lucky can I be? You hit the nail on the head now. I'm not ready to celebrate just yet, however. If nothing else, it looks like we'll be able to make it through this crisis. Bah! Steel Cheek and his cohorts have arrived. If it's come down to this, I'll at least get them. Ugh. So he's still in town taking our machines, is he? This is Captain Bright Nora of the Earth Federation's Londo Bell Forces. We will assist you. Most appreciated, Captain. All units, rescue the Mart unit and the ones around it. Yeah. Now you won't get away with this, Amazo. I will not return empty-handed. I will have those machines by any means necessary. Alright, now that we're slowly getting through this. Yeah, Colin and everybody is here. I honestly just want to see everybody, all the silent people respond to each other. So yeah, run a bunch of them all up into one group. Let's kill off all those guys real quick, because, yeah. Dude, guys, this is gonna take forever. So at least we're slowly getting through them. Oh well. Apparently she's happy that Renali and everybody's there. Okay, let's get back to business. And thus, we're almost through with the new Phantoms at least. Ironically, we didn't really need much of the other guys' help. So now that this is almost through, one of the more interesting things is how Once again, I just want to see the reactions that Duke Fleet and the others have to each other. Because once this is a world where Duke Fleet has no knowledge of the Mazin machines. There's no Koji Kabuto in World 5, there's none of that stuff. So I'm just wondering. But they'll probably just sweep it under the rug or something. Because remember, in the Getter Noir version of stuff, Duke Fleet and them are all in that world and whatnot. Then again, anything can happen because considering in this game, Die Turn 3 has story. That's one thing you gotta remember. Dang, so many units. Seems like a classic Super Wars with this one. Dang, we're not doing anything to this thing. That works. Yeah, no. She'll die from that. Yeah, good accuracy. We're slowly killing them with the World 5 units. Okay, that was enough fun. Let's actually kill this thing. Okay. Curse you. I swear to repay this disgrace. Heh. You know, I'm getting really tired of hearing that line. I know, right? Banjo. Looks like they don't all come from the same world. Yeah, I get the impression they're even more diverse than we are. And they have machines that appear to be Gundams. So that stood out to me as well. It appears parallel worlds have a number of similarities. I thought it's just a coincidence that we've all gathered here. They may be able to tell us a lot more about space-time leaps. At least we got one of them. So now let's see what the World 5 interactions will be like. The Rock Island's hangar. A Gundam with angel wings. Just how many Gundams are out there in these other worlds? Who knows? Couldn't even hazard a guess at this point. You guys took the time to come to the Rock Island for this. You must be pretty interested in that Gundam. What, and you guys aren't? Well, yeah. Kira isn't coming? Yeah, though we did try to talk to him. I see. So who's the pilot of that Gundam? Me. Come on, you're doing this again? Do you need something? Why do you fight? To return to my own world. If you return, will you still fight with Gundam? If it is necessary. If it isn't necessary, what will you do? Self-destruct 0. Hmm. If peace will last, then there will be no need for things like Gundam and myself. There he goes. He kind of has the same feeling as Setsuna. If peace will last, huh? I wonder if that's really possible in his world. It's hard to say, but I want to believe that it is. Yeah. Looks like the Gundam pilots are getting to know each other over there. Then let's do the same. My name is Banjo Haran. I pilot Dieturn 3. Ah, that enormous robot. I bet the Gurren Mark II and the Scope Dog. I bet the Gurren Mark II and the Scope Dog can even move around inside of it. Wouldn't that seriously screw it up? It's a metaphor. That's just how huge that sucker is. I'm Warrant Officer Yuki Kaizuka with United Forces of Earth. I'm in service as a catapult pilot. This is my brother Inaho, and this is his classmate, trainee Inko Amifumi. Trainee? Then you're still not a soldier? Well, yeah, but the state of emergency led to us fighting with cataphracts. With cataphractos. Although I wouldn't have let it happen if I could. Be adaptable with your judgment, and when it comes down to it, trust your own decisions. I just did what you said to, Yuki. Yeah, I know. The tactics Inaho comes up with have saved us from more than a few close calls. I'm grateful to him. Me too. So what about the robot with yellow horns over there? Its color scheme resembles Messenger and Great Messenger. But that robot's from another world, right? The Gundams have already set a precedent about being from different worlds but having similarities. Would that make this a parallel world Messenger? Yes. Granted, there's a parallel world Messenger. No. Grenadier is my home planet. Yeah, my home planet's Planet Freed's guardian god. No, it's a parallel Messenger. No. Home planet, huh? That means you're not from Earth then. That's right. My name is Duke Fleed. When my home planet was destroyed by the Vegan Empire, I escaped to Earth with Grenadier. Since then, I've gone by the name Daisuke Uman. Then what should we call you? When I look like this, Daisuke is fine. You got it, Mr. Daisuke. You looked older than me, so I figured I'd go with Mr. Should I not? No, that's not it. It's just that from your perspective, I should be considered an alien. Don't you have... Not alien. I should be considered an alien. Don't you have a problem with that? Well, it's not like you're the first alien I've seen. A couple of them are buddies of mine. Really? Yeah, there's Eiji and Chiriko over on the Isaribi. Although Eiji is half Gridosian and half Earthling. For real? I was surprised when I first heard about it myself, but well, even though they're from different planets, they're still just people like us. I can't imagine that's the only explanation for the similarities. It feels like there's something more to it than that. If possible, then I'll give the Isaribi a call. Thanks. Oh. Alright, then I'll give the Isaribi a call. Thanks. But man, I've been astonished by everything since I came to this world. Then I've got another surprise for you. There's even a fairy on this ship. Eh? By fairies, you mean like tiny girls with wings that show up in fantasies? She's actually something called a Mi Ferrario. But you got the image, right? If this is how it is around here, I wouldn't be surprised to run into a monster or something next. There's something a lot like that right in front of you, you know. Compared to the people here, you might be the most normal. That guy in the black coat that just left the hangar. He doesn't look so too normal to me. Yeah, the way he carried himself. He's no ordinary person. That's Akito Tenkawa. To be honest, we don't know much about him ourselves. But all we do know is that he came from the same world as Hito. Banjo, Warrant Officer Kaizuka, Captain Bright would like to speak with you. Got it. Daisuke, Inaho, you two come with us as well. Sure. Understood. Are you going to come too, Eunice? Yeah, I have a few things I want to ask too. Got it. Dang, so much stuff. We're at the captain's quarters. In our world, there was something called the Hypergate, a relic of ancient Martian civilization found on the moon. It served as a stepping stone for settlement on Mars. Ancient Martian civilization. So there were ruins on Mars? Yes, it's where super technology called Alnoa was discovered. Discovered and claimed by the Martian immigrants, who would go on to found the Verse Empire and would later declare war on the United Earth. After that, a fierce battle erupted on the moon, causing the Hypergate to go out of control and leading to the destruction of the moon itself. That's even more of a tragedy than Xeon's colony drop. Following that, the United Earth and the Verse Empire signed a peace treaty. Years went by after that, until recently when the Verse Empire's Princess of Salem, who came to Earth as a goodwill ambassador, was assassinated. I can imagine that the Martians didn't stay quiet about that. In actuality, the one who was assassinated was Princess of Salem's body double. The real one joined up with us under the name Salem. We were on our way to the UU headquarters in order to put a stop to the war. But the only people that know the truth about her are myself, Banjo, and Eunice, as well as Edelritz and Rayet back in our world. If the truth were to come out, the Verse Empire launched an immediate invasion. The United States of Earth were no match, and they were pushed out of Japan. Blah and Verse to completely take over Tokyo. Because of the Alnoa super technology? That's right. The Verse Empire's Catapactos, the humanoid weapons with capabilities that far exceed the ones we use. And there's the Megaborgs. To put it simply, they view themselves as chosen ones, determined to change humanity into cyborgs. They're allied with the Verse Empire. Earth and Mars, huh? It's a much simpler conflict than the one in our world. Unfortunately, I'm not done. Shortly after that, aliens known as the Vegan Empire. I love on how the 1970s Vegan Empire, they're evil and stuff. Now in today's world, vegans are considered good people, or something good. Anyways, Vegan Empire appeared and began their invasion of Earth. The ones that have come to Earth so far are no more than the Vegan Empire's greeting party. Eventually, they'll send a massive army like they did when they destroyed my home, Planet Flea. So there are aliens looking to invade your world's Earth as well. But what about Hiro Yui and Akito Tenkawa? Those two are humans from a different world. They were caught up in space-time leaps. Well, I suppose we were as well after we met up with them. Do you have any idea as to why this happened to you? From what you were saying, it sounds like there could be a relation to the Hypergate. None that I know of. I was actually hoping to hear more about space-time leaps from you. To be honest, we don't know the specifics ourselves, but there's one thing in common with us all, which includes your group as well. There is? It's true that we're all using humanoid weapons with unusual capabilities. Good answer. You get a gold star. It's just a conclusion I came to by looking at what was inside of the ship's hangar. Although my Sleipnir is just a training machine with nothing special about it. You've been able to fight. Yeah, if you've been able to fight on despite that, then that in itself is impressive. It's only been thanks to Banjo, Daisuke, Hito, and the others. Now, concerning your group from here on, if you'd allow us to accompany you, it would be a great help. You're moving this along quickly. If we work together with you, then that resolves the problem of maintenance and supplies. Besides, after seeing your actions and speaking with you personally, I believe I can trust you. I'm glad to hear that. At present, we are searching for a way to return each of us to our original worlds, while also combating various entities that threaten this world. If you are willing, I would like for you all to cooperate with us. I don't like the idea of being a freeloader, so that's okay with me. I have no objections. Neither do I. And you, Daisuke? I've heard that Koji Kabuto and his friends are people from this world. which means that we can indeed return to our original world after being caught up in a space-time leap. And I believe working with everyone here will improve the odds of that happening. Eunice, we probably don't even need to ask you. Right. Then that just leaves Hito and Akito. I'll go and make sure what they intend to do. It's just like Daisuke said. We can definitely return to our own world someday. So wait a little longer, Dad. Aw. Now we're in the briefing room. Bro, so much dialogue. And that's everything they had to tell us. I'm curious about the discrepancy in the timing of their appearance. Right, and unlike us, they haven't gone through the boundary space. It may be nonsense to be concerned about the passage of time for something that literally leapt through time and space, but looking at the bigger picture, I'd say the timing and location were well placed. You mean our meeting was just a bit too convenient? Indeed. It's as though it was planned by someone. Yeah, it's not hard to think that. Then again, there are already exceptions concerning the timing, such as the case with Ryoma Nagare and the Oceanus. As far as I can tell, the gates and the light spheres appear to mostly occur on Earth. But there's no denying the possibility that they could be occurring someplace far away from Earth. That's certainly true. But while I'm aware of the discrepancies between scale and time, I go so far as to say that their recent appearances have all been centered around Earth. As I said before, Doctor, that can only be said about the gates that we can observe. Let me put this in another way. I believe the Earth is being monitored by someone, a being who is causing the gates to appear as they choose. I'm afraid that's too bold of a claim to make at this point. Nah, this is classic. This is a classic Doctor versus a modern 90s Doctor. Nah, the classic Doctor's right. But he does have a point. We can't say it isn't possible outright, Dr. Akagi. That's implying that someone can observe multiple parallel worlds in addition to opening and closing gates with pinpoint accuracy. If someone can perform space-time leaps with groups of people and also narrow it down to individuals, then what is their purpose? Isn't that something only God would know? Should this individual exist as I have reason, it could very well have a connection to the Darien and the space-time leap ability he possesses. We're in the Isaribi now. So you're the new alien, huh? Yes, I'm Daisuke Uman. Can't say I'm surprised to see a third one of you. You even look like us and talk like us too. We probably seem kind of like aliens to the people in this world too. Anyways, I'll let you meet Eiji and Chiriko just like you requested. Ah, here they come. Is this the man that wanted to meet us? Yeah. My name is Daisuke Uman. I came here to speak to you directly. About what? It's in another world, but both of you people are from another planet, just like myself. I'd like to know the reason why both of you are fighting alongside Earthlings. Alright, the planet I was born on, Grados, is planning to invade Earth. My father entrusted me with the task of going to Mars to warn the people on Earth's side of what was happening. That's when I met Sekiden. At the time, we were headed to Earth on the Isaribi. We were having Eiji work for us until we could bring him to one of Earth's most influential people. I come from a different planet than Grados. I was hired to act as Eiji's bodyguard, so I've been working alongside them as well. Is Grados aware of what you two have been doing? Yes, we've had several encounters with pursuers already. I see. My father always told me about how Earth was such a beautiful planet. So I myself want to protect Earth, my other home, by preventing the war with Grados. I know the feeling completely. I consider the Earth to be my second home as well. Home, huh? What about you? I don't have any particular sentiment towards Earth, but I'll see my job through to completion. You're a professional then. I just take my work seriously. I see. It's been a pleasure speaking with you both. I don't know how long we'll be working together, but I'll be looking forward to it. Likewise. Now we're in the mess hall. Guys, I brought Eunice with me. It's been a while, guys. Well, I guess it really hasn't. Eunice! I'm so glad you're safe. Physical condition? Mental? Not abnormal? Hold on, Renalia. Give me some space. I'm fine, really. Nothing's wrong. Seems that way. Patting your head still elicits the same reaction. Jeez, I'm not a kid. There's Renalia's head pats. I don't know why she only does it to Eunice, though. Yeah, for real. I keep telling you not to treat me like a child. Ah, come on. Renalia was more worried about you than anyone. You can't just tell. You just can't tell so well, given her nature. I know. Sorry, Renalia. Not Eunice's fault. No problem. Now, this brings a test team head count up to 6. Now that I've met up with everyone again, I'm sure we'll see Bennett and the others again too. Yeah, you're right. It's about him over there. Hmm. You're that Vidarion? Right? I heard the story from Meg, but I'm still having trouble believing it. I didn't think I could take this form either. Man, it's even weirder hearing it from the guy in question. Well, Meg told me about a bunch of other things that went on too. So anyways, just keep up the good work, okay? Right. Hmm? Something wrong? No. What is this feeling? By the way, Meg, there's a favor I want to ask, but... Ah, you mean about going to the power spots in this world? Well, I didn't get to go to Lhasa after all. Lhasa? You mean like in Tibet? Why? Before I was guided by Mart, I was streaming spiritual guidance videos. Thought if I went to the power spot in Lhasa, I'd strengthen my supernatural awareness. Idols work hard. That's not really... I was more wondering why everyone almost ended up going to Lhasa. In the parallel world I was sent to, the Death Federation capital was in Lhasa, and an enemy organization came up with a plan to destroy it. You said the Federation? In the world I left to, there was a group called the United Earth. I wonder if our world could ever come together like that someday. That'd be hard to do right now, when all the big powers are squabbling over control of Antarctica. And if the DC's existence became public knowledge, it would result in a large-scale war. Agreement. In our world, though still unique, countries that do not possess will want. But my DT, I want to use my phenomenal power to protect the world's peace and order. I know that's super cliche, but seeing super robots like Messenger Z, Combattler V, and Gaigar just make me feel that much stronger about it. Protect world peace and order. Meg, I just got a message from Colonel Katsuragi. She wants you and Dito to report to the briefing room. Did something happen? Yes, a new gate has appeared. What's more, it's in Japan. Ugh. Wow, all that dialogue. So World 5 is a part of our crew now. So I'll probably start using the World 5 units more. Just to at least spice up some things. Now well, thank you all for watching. Until the next part, goodbye.